Well, 5 years ago, I installed these 3 large lithium batteries here in this compartment in the RV. And their combined weight is about 250 pounds, which is a lot of weight to be putting in this compartment. But you'd be interested to know that none of that weight is actually being supported by the compartment itself. And that goes for the Multi Plus 2 that's sitting over here as well. Because I'm pretty sure that this compartment is not rated for that kind of weight. So I wanted to come up with a different solution. I want to show you what it is and walk you through it because it's been very effective through all these years and it's worked really well. Now, back when I was putting together the system, I was trying to look for batteries that would fit this compartment and be able to maximize my capacity. And there weren't a lot of options available like 6 years ago, like we have today. And they were a lot more expensive back then. But these GC3s appealed to me primarily because of their form factor, their shape, and their ability to be able to be stacked. They're just different from the other batteries that are available at the time. So that's what I went with. And you can see here that I have 3 of them stacked on their side. And I was able to actually modify these and create these little brackets that I could combine them all together so they're very secure and they kind of behave like one big battery, not just with the capacity, but actually physically I can combine them and join them together and it's very solid. So these brackets are on both sides. And another thing that I realized while I was trying to come up with a solution to distribute the weight somehow so it wouldn't burden the compartment was that these feet here that are on the 4 corners, or actually there's 6 of them on this battery case, they fit inside this unistrut perfectly. And while this only spans about 21 inches, I could come up with a longer piece to distribute this weight across a larger area, which is going to, provide better support. You figure with this much weight, I shouldn't be able to move this like this, right? But I can easily just move this. And the reason is because that the weight of this whole battery system is not resting on the compartment here. It would be really heavy and difficult to move if it was. Instead, what I decided to do was to actually hang it. And there's a great support structure up there that's heavy steel, which supports the majority of the living space inside the RV. So I'm using some 1/2-inch rod here that goes into the unistrut and it's anchored here, but it goes all the way up into and through the floor there. And it's in 2 pieces. So in the middle I have this other piece that joins these 2 pieces of rod together, and there's 4 mounting points. You notice that there's this one here, there's one in the back, and it's anchored to this back shelf that also goes down to this piece of unistrut in the back. And the same is true on the other side. If you look over here, here it goes all the way up in through the floor there, the large washer, and there's also another piece. Let's see if I can get back there. Yeah, see if there's another anchor back there that's bolted to that shelf, and it goes down here. Sorry, it's just a lot of cables right now, which I plan to clean that up. And to create some added support is I'm not using any cables. There's no 4-aught cables connecting these individual batteries together. Instead, I went with copper bus bar, and this just has heat shrink across it. So the copper bus bar is joining all of these negative terminals, and on the other side there's some red ones that are joining the positive terminals, and then those branch off from there to these other bus bars. But with the bus bars on here, it's very rigid and it's just behaving physically like one big battery and keeping it all together. And the nice thing about this whole setup is that it's adjustable. So once I have it set up, I can crank this bolt and slowly lift it to a height that's, suitable to just barely take that weight off of the bottom of the compartment. So now I'll take you inside and I'll show you how the top is actually anchored underneath the kitchen cabinets. See that bracket right there? That's the other side of this anchor bolt. And it's got a plate on the bottom that distributes that a little bit more. The nice thing about this is that I can just adjust that bolt to the height that I want. I just crank it down and it lifts the entire battery bank from that unistrut up and down. So there's two of those. There's one on either side on the front. So now that I have this adjusted the way I want, there's still just a little bit of play in here where I got a little bit of movement. But what I did also is to add a little bolt on all four corners that gives it just a little bit of play. There's one here, there's on the other side, but it's not completely tight. It's just anchored through to the other side and it's got a bolt on it, but it's just enough to keep it from moving very much. So there's one here, there's one right here, a little bit of play there. Now in the back here, there's a little shelf and we got some hydraulics back there. So I didn't think I would put one of those anchors all the way to the top. It's very supported right there on that shelf. So I decided to just bolt down a heavy duty plate. You can see there's a couple of big bolts right there that are holding that down. And that gives me a mounting point here on the top. And basically the same setup as the front, except it's being anchored by that shelf instead of the floor above. Now we've taken this RV on the worst roads imaginable, through the frost heaves and potholes in northern Canada and through Alaska, down to Mexico and the giant potholes of central Baja, multiple trips. And also, throughout the Southwest, we got 20 miles of washboardy roads. You're pretty sure something's going to shake loose, but I always check stuff, and to my surprise, everything is always fine. Nothing's moved, nothing's loosened. So I'm going to be replacing them with some Epic V2T 460 amp hour batteries, which is also going to reduce my weight a little bit, which is going to be good. But the form factor is a little different. So stay tuned for that, because I'll probably go through some of the additional changes that I'm going to make to the system and kind of cover how things have been working over the last 5 years with that as well. So let me know what you think about this. Is this something that you would do? If you have any suggestions for improvements? But so far it's been working pretty good. I hope you liked the video, and let me know what you think in the comments. Take care. See you later.